From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers taking on the Portland Trailblazers. Portland begins with the basketball. It's Lillard for two. Shot by Lillard, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Pacers control. Jay, sum it up. Why was Victor Oladipo the most improved last year?
Because he was no longer Robin. Victor Oladipo has become Batman, and he attacks the game the same way Russell Westbrook does. That short stint at OKC taught Victor Oladipo how to compete 24/7.
Hassan Whiteside able to recover with the block. D's got it. Damian Lillard missed his first. That one goes.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oladipo to McConnell. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
T.J. Warren swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oladipo into the front court. Down just a couple. Curling inside. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point.
All right, welcome back to the franchise. I'm Josh Turner. This is my last game with NBA Live until I get down. So this will be posted on the 18th. So I'm doing this today. So I'm letting y'all know that now.
Unable to connect on the free throw. T.J. Warren.
And T.J. Warren is getting on my last goddamn nerve. Even though I got pain in my teeth because of this damn milk. Sorry, I can't really talk that well. My teeth get sensitive when I drink stuff cold.
Not that time. Jumper's good.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally react?
Oladipo. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
T.J. Warren, couple of free throws on the way. Shoots at 75% for his career. Nope, first one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Trailblazers take over. Baseline drive. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Oladipo into the front court. Down 3. Victor Victor Oladipo with
I
the
nigga did
slam.
a 360 dunk
Did you see that
for
swiftness?
a.
He dunked that thing like a tennis
For
ball.
some reason, we don't
Getting
know.
his hand. Lillard.
Mr. Warren over there trying to guard him like he everything, but they ain't
That
gonna
was
happen.
good for third in the West. Jay, what's your projection for this season?
Well, the projection is that they can't afford the stumble
Come on.
allegations they've done over the last couple of seasons. Unfortunately, I think this team is stagnant to a certain degree. They have great talent, but I don't think they have the pieces to win in the gauntlet of the West.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Hassan Whiteside trying to cash in on the three-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Brogdon to Turner. Trying to cash in. Not that time. To the rim, lays it up and in.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Don't you want to dunk on somebody? Please let me dunk. My other Antonio Jones on the Spurs, I was just dunking like crazy.
Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Peace, mate.
Brogdon. Baseline drive, and he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Jeremy Lamb has got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. Able to convert on both free throws. It's Portland ball. Lillard fires the 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
I want to share, because I need to tell her something. I ain't going to see the games next week, man. And still, I don't know why they're going to fix this security alarm.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Brogdon. TJ Leaf sizing up Nurkic. And he'll go to the foul line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Jeremy Lamb at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect for the line so far. First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits a second free throw. Count it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Brogdon. Great pass to set it up. Add 2 points to the board.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it... You see? Because they understand the next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Lillard lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here comes the screen. Lamb up against the Weber State product. And look out.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Hood to Lillard. Stuffs it down with authority. Set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Brogdon. Shot from the lane won't go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
That's his first personal foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Fires the three. That misses with 3 seconds left. Long key from three-quarters court. First quarter in the books with the Blazers in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. McConnell. Screen coming. McDermott matched up with Nurkic. And the Blazers clear the rebound. To Lillard. D has got it. Damian Lillard. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the 2nd season in a row. Stop it.
To Kevin Huerter. Fine to shoot. Has a chance, open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
And he finishes at the rim.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
McConnell. To Kevin Huerter. D has got it. Damian Lillard. He's now 5 for 6.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game now. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Already? I'm in the second quarter? I just got taken out in the first.
McConnell. Hassan White. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
You're dealing with the monster, the monster.
Can't connect from in close. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
McConnell to Kevin Herter. And scores.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Portland's got it. Lillard. From long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, I had him going there for a second. Curling inside.
And I gotta be a block for real.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
TJ Leaf
Yeah.
sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Short jumper stays out. Lillard, pass to the rim. Nice pass to get things going.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Jay, no question, the Pacers were the surprise of the NBA last year. What are your expectations for them now?
Top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and it all starts with Victor Oladipo. Last year, he was the guy, but this year, he needs to become the man.
Lillard to Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. 3 for 3.
I'm gonna get 2 steals. Wow, thanks for letting me
From a
know.
point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played
I'm
in
gonna
the
be
league
falling
was that the
out
more I
for
was
the
willing to
rest
give the ball up,
of the game, I
the harder the
guess.
players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Domantas Sabonis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 72%. And he can't convert the free throw. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Off the mark at the line. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Lillard. Nothing going here on that drive. McCollum. Just off the mark. And he scores, plus the foul. Hassan Whiteside taking on covers. He'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Hassan Whiteside trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
T.J. Warren at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Whoops, that won't go. Lillard to Whiteside. And it's Warren with the rebound. Oladipo, not that time. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. Is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Yes, Victor Oladipo. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one, count it. Second and 3 is good. Hits all 3 free throws. Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Blazers come away with it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Backcourt violation is...
Now, why would you pass it back like that?
5-second violation. Oladipo sizing up the all-star Lillard. Turns and slams it down.
The assist from number 4, Victor Oladipo.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Trailblazers entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Portland Trailblazers. The Pacers have yet to appear after one half of basketball. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also
Sorry, I'm
not
doing the
likely.
post people and stuff. So that's why I'm standing on the court like that.
For the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Indiana Pacers have been too soft once the opposition has gotten the ball into the paint. Even worse, they refuse to tighten up and make a difference about it. These troubles started right away, and they also need to go away right away. They've also got to have to figure it out.
Player of the half.
Damian Lillard most definitely deserves to be player of the half for the way he distributed the ball. It was an excellent display of court vision and solid passing.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Trailblazers absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's Indiana basketball to Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo to McConnell. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him
I still want to
off.
I don't want to keep laying it up and shit.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right
Yeah,
exactly
CJ
where you
in the
left
corner.
off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Oladipo.
Come on, bro. Come on. Come on.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. McCollum with the basketball.
Splash.
His guys holding the big lead. Nice
Okay,
touch
bro,
around the
damn.
basket with the tip.
You
And
had a
sometimes
wide
less is more.
open
Keeping
spot
it
than
simple
you,
is the
man.
best way.
We need to talk.
To Oladipo. McConnell to Oladipo. Short jumper misses. McCollum into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Pacers with the possession. To Oladipo. Over to the right side. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5 on the 24. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Lillard to Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. He's now 5 for 6.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Nice pass to set things up.
A strong finish, that's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Lillard. Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Oladipo, defended by McCollum. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Lillard to Whiteside. Short jumper off the mark. Oladipo. To McConnell.
Yeah, with the speed.
Good. Off a spin.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
That's my goose.
To Lillard. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
It was gorgeous. I love the way he shows you the ball, then cradles it and lays the ball in as smooth as butter.
Lillard to McCollum. Beyond the arc for 3.
Oh, come on,
Shot
McCollum.
no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Missed the second.
Substitutions. Entering
Indiana with the basketball.
number 7.
Screen coming. Blazers have it. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up with the Blazers in a comfortable spot. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Lillard won't go down. McConnell. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lillard to Rodney Hood. C.J. McCollum. Pacers secure the rebound. McConnell to Brogdon. McCollum with the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. And the basket good at the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch. And that's what we're seeing tonight.
And throws it down.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Number 7.
Lillard to Rodney Hood. Screen coming to McCollum. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. T.J. Leaf pins it. Shot clock violation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in. Number 33.
Oladipo defended by McCollum. To McConnell. Oladipo's shot no good. To McCollum. Hood to Nurkic. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. Not a busy night, but effective.
Oh, hell no.
We got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. McConnell to Turner. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lillard to McCollum for 3. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
McConnell to Oladipo. McCollum into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Lillard on the drive, but he can't finish. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. McConnell.
Hello, everyone. I decided
Spinning shot won't fall. The follow won't go either. Portland has the ball.
Oh,
Lillard to McCollum. Driving right to the basket.
oh.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
C.J. McCollum trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Hold on. This game is over.
He gets it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Off the assist.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Pacers control. Nothing going here on that drive. And finishes strong.
Well,
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Trying to cash in, C.J. McCollum. Now 4 for 9.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Whiteside. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Oladipo, defended by McCollum. The Pacers with 4 to shoot to Oladipo. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Oladipo. And that's rebounded by Portland. And count the basket inside.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To McCollum. C.J. McCollum. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
One of the most underrated backcourts we have in the league. Dame with an assist to CJ is something we hear all the time. No, we actually don't. We should probably hear a lot more of that.
Hassan Whiteside rejects it. A pass stolen by Portland.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do...
The Trailblazers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. The Pacers just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup.
Game stats. Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
I don't see Indiana anywhere.
Here are the upcoming games for the Indiana Pacers. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Like, comment, and subscribe.